Hey, what's up? My name is Cody the Coin Raptor, and welcome to my channel. I'm here to provide you the best crypto content that I can. And as usual, we're going to start off here with the Bitcoin chart. So first off, you can see here, I've drawn in this upward channel here. And the reason why I've done that is because it is remarkably similar to a bearish flag pattern. You can see here where it's kind of like, it's in the middle of a bear cycle, and it drops down a bit, and then it hits support, and then it goes up, hits resistance, and then it goes down and hits support, goes up, hits resistance, and goes down and hits support, and goes up and hits resistance. And then you can see it's in kind of it's an upward channel here, and then it basically plunges all the way down and makes new lows or lower lows at that point, breaks right through support. So the reason why I bring this up is because I called this out on my Twitter account earlier. If you follow me on Twitter, you can see here that yesterday I called out that there's a possible bear flag forming here. And again, I have the same pattern drawn out. And again, this is kind of what it looks like conceptually. But this has played out today because I've looked at this, and it's not exactly the same, but it's pretty similar here, where it didn't have that final that final test of resistance up here. Instead, it just breaks down completely out of that upward channel. And so this was during, and what makes this more remarkable is that this is during the day, basically right when the NASDAQ opened up very strongly green this morning. So we can expect that when the NASDAQ opens up strongly green, that crypto is going to follow, and it's going to start uptrending. And it seems to have broken that uptrend. I think right now it's very likely that either we're going to go sideways or it's going to go down and retest some of the further support levels. So that's what I would expect in the coming days. I've not bought any crypto yesterday or today, and I don't plan on it. I'm going to be watching and paying attention to this and seeing where the bottom is. And if this is the start of a reversal, I am going to be looking for classic signs of a reversal, like multiple green days and higher highs, a succession of higher highs. So if we take a look at the open interest, right, and remember, open interest is the number of contracts in futures and options that are open. We take a look at this, we can see that it's basically followed the same pattern here as the actual stock price. So what that tells me is that there's no divergence, right? Which means that one will go in one way and then the other will go the other way, which means there's a trend change coming. But instead, what you have here is that it has a run up here on open interest, and then it gets to a point where no more contracts, it's not increasing the number of contracts that are open, and instead it falls here. And so what this means is that it's signifying that this uptrend got weaker and weaker and weaker until it became a downtrend. And I expect that if it goes up again, we can see volatility to the upside, or we can see volatility to the downside on these open interest indicators. So I'll be watching that and see if we get some more volatility to the upside or downside. So again, follow my Twitter if you want to, and I will be posting things like that on my Twitter. All right, so let's talk about Ethereum as well here. So Ethereum, actually a little bit different than Bitcoin. Ethereum has played out in most of the same way. However, Ethereum has hit its head on this specific this support level at about almost 1,200 or so, and instead it's come down, and it looks very, very weak right now. So Ethereum, it might actually trade in this channel for a little bit. I mean, that's from about 1,200 to about 900 or so. So there's about $300 range. So I'm going to be paying attention to it, and again, I'll let you guys know what I see here for this. Ethereum's not really doing much, but again, based on what Bitcoin does, Ethereum will follow. And then we'll take a look at the dollar index. And again, the dollar index is a measurement of the dollar versus a certain collection of foreign currencies like the euro and like the Japanese yen. So what we got here is on this chart here for the dollar, a series of higher lows, higher lows, higher lows, okay, and then lower highs. So it's basically getting into like a wedge. And I would expect that with the dollar, it's going to keep going up at this point until it breaks support down here at about 103 and 102 and basically every dollar increment. And the reason why we pay attention to this is because Bitcoin trades inversely with the DXY. So this goes up, then Bitcoin goes down. And if Bitcoin goes down, this tends to go up because a strengthening dollar is bad for Bitcoin. Okay? All right, so next, let's talk about news. First, Visa has launched Bitcoin and crypto-enabled cards in Latin America. Okay, so Visa, one of the biggest payment companies in the world, has announced the launch of a series of crypto-enabled cards in partnership with several fintech startups in Latin America. These cards will allow users to spend crypto, purchase crypto where Visa cards are accepted for such, and receive crypto cash bought through different fintech partners in the region. So this is big. This is big. Again, Visa is one of the largest payment companies in the world. And what they're saying is now you can use your crypto to pay for whatever you want. The only thing I don't see on this is what crypto is going to be supported. Hopefully that information comes out later. But this is huge. This is adoption right here that's happening. This is adoption. This is major news for Bitcoin and for cryptocurrency. Next, we're going to talk about Blockfi. Blockfi receives $250 million in credit facility from FTX. Okay, I've talked many times on this channel about these crypto startups, these crypto companies, and these venture funds that are potentially risking insolvency, or they don't have enough money to pay their debt, their debtors. And so Blockfi is another one of these crypto platforms that offers lending and offers interest rates. And so they've gotten ahead of the game by getting this $250 million, essentially this loan from FTX. And so hopefully this will keep Blockfi solvent and we won't see a similar fiasco like we've seen with the Celsius disaster. So this is good news for Blockfi. The more of these companies that thrive and survive, the better it is for the crypto community, because people aren't getting their savings completely taken out like with some companies. All right. This is Cody the Coin Raptor. Thank you very much. That's the end of today's episode. If you like this, please give me a like or a follow, or please subscribe to the channel or follow me on Twitter. I would greatly appreciate it. Have a nice day.